It's time for the June plan with me, and this month's pattern theme cover page is all about black and white fairytale florals. Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Shayda Campbell, and this is my 2024 journal. It's all about pattern play this year. Patterns are a great way to take simple illustrations and make something really stunning and beautiful. And for me, it's a great way to keep on that colorful journey. Color used to really freak me out. Not so much anymore because I've really been pushing myself for like the last 3 or 4 years. May cover page was a favorite. Floral brain dump craziness. We did this quote page. That's a YouTube video you can watch. And my weekly layouts have been like a double 2 weeks at a time, which keeps things easy. Also, the best week of the year is upon us. Workshop week is here. This year it is June 3rd to 7th. It's a totally free event that includes over 40 artists, workshops from 40 artists and creative. I'm doing these floral nameplate cover pages. They're great for sketchbooks and journals, even a favorite novel. So if you love floral illustration, be sure to check out my workshop, but go sign up. And if you do, please use my link. And that's in the video description below. So I've been talking about my color and my use of color because this month I thought, let's do our first black and white cover page of the entire year. I've always wanted to do a cover page that looks like those old kind of fairy tale storybook letters. You know how the first letter in the story will start with this really ornate, the first word in the story will have this really ornate letter to start it off. Well, I just put a little rectangle in the center of the page. I put my J. I just work the J out by sketching, kind of a serif J. But if you want to, just print one and transfer it in. And then we're just going to go and do a really simple flowers and leaves surrounding our big J right in the middle there. So I started with some like daisies, I guess we'll call them. It's like a circle with a bunch of petals around it and some nice oval-shaped leaves. Reminder, if you don't want to draw this yourself, my cover page is available as a printable coloring page. You can grab that at patreon.com/Shayda Campbell. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm just going to keep my floral or botanical shapes really, really simple because the beauty of this will be in the intricacy of design. So we don't have to get too intricate with our flowers. Once I had everything in pencil, I started going over it in pen. I'm using my favorite fine liners for this. All the supplies are linked in the video description. It's a great way to get exactly what I'm using. They're Amazon links, and those Amazon links are a great way to support my small business as well if you do need new art supplies. And I'm just using a 0.5 millimeter black liner. That's where I was going with all that. So kind of a weightier nib will give these guys a nice heaviness and they'll really stand out against our backdrop. And just going over everything really. At this point, it gets really simple because you've already figured everything out in pencil. So you don't have to stress about it. And it's basically just a big trace party, which I always enjoy. Put on a podcast and listen to some music and just like chill out. That's the beauty of doing it in pencil first. Once you go over all those flowers and leaves, you can trace your letter in the center, probably a J for July, but maybe not, depending which language you speak. And then we're going to carefully go over that rectangle, and I like to do a double line. As I've been saying for almost 10 years on this channel, a single line is difficult. A double line is easy. You can even everything out. If you make a really wonky single line, do a secondary line, and I promise you it will fix all your problems. All your problems. I took a sec to just add a few more little leaves and flowers where I had too much negative space. And then here's where it gets fun. Fun question mark. We're going to add a background, but we're not doing it black and we're not doing it white. We're going to do gray, I guess you could say, sorry about my head, by creating little lines, just doing tons and tons of little lines in behind all the flowers and leaves. Now, I thought I was going to do it with a ruler. No, it didn't work out. Within one line, I was like, no, there's no way. I'm not going to have a ruler and no. So it actually was so simple to just like sort of sketch in all these tiny little lines. You can go section by section, just sort of from the top to the very first leaf, from the leaf to the next flower. The lines do not have to match up with each other, like on a vertical, you know what I mean? It just looks good if you kind of sketch in these really thin lines, and use your smallest nib fine liner for this, something like the 0.1 millimeter, even the 0.05 millimeter, really tiny. I also darkened up some of the leaves, so I've got kind of a black and white floral design on that gray. That took me a minute. I just sped through it, but that took a minute. And then I sketched a second line inside the J. This design is finicky, but it's fun. I think that's what I'm calling it. Finicky, but fun. And then I'm taking my Faber-Castell Pitt pen, nice brush nib, and I'm coloring in while leaving a bit of that white border. Now, if you make a mistake, if you have a white gel pen, it's really easy to come in and just fix up anywhere that isn't like perfect. And then we're also going to use the white gel pen to just draw some really simple leaf shapes on the black. Now, the reason I use the Faber-Castell, it's really specific, is because it's India ink. That is water-based, but it is still ink. I don't know. But it's the only one that I've found that my white gel pen won't bleed. Like if I use a black Tombow, I'll end up with gray leaves. The white will just sort of blend with the black, and nothing else seems to work as well as the India ink-based Faber-Castells. So just a hot tip from me to you. Keep it simple with those leaves, and fill in the entirety, and it just looks so pretty. The final thing, I just wrote June 2024 at the bottom. I don't even know if it needs that. Oh, I said July before, didn't I? Yeah, I thought it was July for like an hour today. Anyway, moving on. Let's do a weekly layout together. I got to get organized for next month. I'm going to keep my same layout, and the way I do it is I kind of just flip the page over, and it sort of shows me, where the grid is supposed to sit, and I just go from there. And you keep a page in the middle, you fold it. That makes a nice place for you to put a little bit of an illustration, but along the back of that folded Dutch door, you also have a great space for like a master to-do list, stuff like that. You can see I just use the old weekly layout as my guide, and it just makes everything really simple and quick to create. Then I'm using a larger fine liner, the 1 millimeter, and we're just going over that entire grid. I always just pull the pen in towards my body. That helps me keep a fairly straight line, and it's not perfect, but it's a lot faster and easier for me than using a ruler. Put the days of the week and the dates. I use the 6th square just for weekend, since I tend to not have quite as much going on the weekend. And then we're going to continue our simple but fun, finicky but fun, black and white floral theme. And I start with just a guide. So just placing some circles and ovals where I want the flowers to sit. And those circles, of course, show me how large each flower is going to be. So say up top here, I've got one large one and two smaller ones framing it. And then I draw in the flowers, real simple florals. And then I just frame everything with leaves. Then I tend to go in with some smaller leaves. So this is a formula I use over and over again, no matter what I'm doing, whether it's a greeting card or a name page in a journal or a weekly layout. And if you want to get really in depth with this, come join me in workshop weeks. I'm teaching a whole workshop on floral illustration and creating symmetry and tracing and transferring. And if you really want to get in depth, take my floral illustration e-course. It's a great time to take it in the summer, and that's actually a newer course. It hasn't even been out a year yet, so it's still a baby course, and I've gotten lots of great feedback about it. I will link workshop week in the description. It's taking place next week, June 3rd to 7th, 2024, and that is totally free. So a free event with 40 plus classes from over 40 great artists, probably lots of people that you know, lots of my favorite content creators. I'll be there and live, and you can come ask me questions and stuff. My workshop is on Tuesday, the 4th of June. Yeah, and if you're interested in the e-course, definitely check that out. I have 2 watercolor e-courses, but I have 1 floral illustration e-course, and it's about illustration, but really focuses on florals. And I know a lot of people have commented that they really felt they improved and gained confidence, and now they know tricks to really refine their own illustrations. So I'm very proud of that course. I'm just doing really small leaves now to frame everything. So I always kind of start with the big flowers and the larger leaves, and then we get smaller with tiny little leaves and berries to make everything look detailed and everything look real pretty. And I might end up adding some more shading to that or even coloring it in. No, I'm going to do black and white. I said I'm doing black and white this month. But there you have it. I've got space for a calendar page, which I may or may not get around to. I've got this great weekly layout, which sets me up for the full first half of June, not July, June, guys. It's June. And then we have this wonderful storybook cover page, which I've always wanted to create. And patrons of the channel can grab the coloring page printable for your own journal over on Patreon. Okay, so if you're interested, go check out Workshop Week. The link is in the video description. It is a free event. I will see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.